So, let's talk about Social Security and what's going on as Donald Trump is gearing up for his second term. Now, if you're like most Americans, you've probably heard the chatter about Social Security being on the brink of disaster. But here's the truth. Social Security isn't going bankrupt. It's in trouble, sure, but it's not going belly up anytime soon. Let's break it down into 10 key points you really need to know. First off, there's a looming funding shortfall of $23.2 trillion. That's a staggering number, and it's growing. The Social Security Board of Trustees releases an annual report that dives deep into the program's income and outlays, factoring in everything from economic shifts to demographic changes. This isn't just some random estimate. It's based on solid data gathered over 85 years. Now, here's where it gets a bit more urgent. We're looking at potential benefit cuts of up to 21% in about 8 years. By 2033, the Old Age and Survivors Insurance Trust Fund is projected to run out of its asset reserves. This fund has been built up over decades, and once it's depleted, we could see some serious cuts. That's not just a statistic. That's real money that affects real people. But let's not point fingers at the usual scapegoats. You know, the ones who say it's all about congressional theft or undocumented workers. That's just not the case. The real culprits are ongoing demographic shifts. We're living longer, and there are fewer workers supporting more retirees. It's a classic case of supply and demand, and it's putting a strain on the system. Now, Donald Trump understands the stakes here. He knows Social Security is crucial for retirees, and he's aware that any changes could have significant ramifications. Interestingly, his views have evolved over the years. Back in 2000, he was all about partially privatizing Social Security in his book, The America We Deserve. Fast forward to now, and he's taken a more cautious approach. In fact, he's all about operating efficiently. During a December 2024 interview, he was pretty clear. We're not touching Social Security, other than we make it more efficient. That's his mantra. But what does that really mean? Efficiency sounds great, but it's easier said than done. One of the most interesting things he's hinted at is eliminating the taxation on Social Security benefits. He took to Truth Social to express that seniors shouldn't have to pay tax on their benefits. Sounds good, right? But here's the kicker. While this could mean more money in the pockets of about half of retired workers, it would also mean losing out on nearly $944 billion in revenue over the next decade. That's a huge hit to the program and could speed up the depletion of those asset reserves we just talked about. So, what's the takeaway here? The status quo is likely to continue. Trump's proposals may be well-intentioned, but they come with some serious unintended consequences. Plus, let's not forget that amending the Social Security Act requires a supermajority in the Senate. The last time either party held that kind of power was back in 1979. So, while we may hear a lot of talk, real change is a heavy lift. In summary, as we move forward with Trump's second term, keep your eyes on Social Security. It's a vital program that needs attention, but the path to reform is fraught with challenges. Understanding these 10 points is crucial for grasping the future of Social Security in America. Let's stay informed and engaged, because this affects all of us, now and in the years to come.